Carl, war on truth, pandemic episode, is that what's going on right now?
It is, and you can't successfully wage a war against the coronavirus while simultaneously waging a huge war on the truth, which is what Donald Trump continues to do. And the cost of it is really measurable in lives. And that's what we're talking about, and that's why his scientific advisors are so exasperated. And they'll tell you that in private, that the economic reopening is being done in such a way through the Trump White House and its plans as to ignore, to a large measure, what the scientists are recommending and putting us in a premature position in the way that we're opening and costing lives. Telling the truth. Let's look at Germany. Let's see what Merkel did. She told the truth to her people. In England, in the United Kingdom, Boris Johnson, after his horrible brush with almost death, is now telling the people of the United Kingdom the truth about this virus and why they have to stay locked down for longer. We need the same here, but it's not happening because the president, as the Washington Post reported today, keeps, and as I've talked to numerous people in the White House about, he is front and center with his reelection campaign rather than front and center with defeating this horrible, or dealing with this horrible virus, particularly through meaningful testing.
And do you see it as something pathological, meaning he's incapable of feeling empathy? Do you think it's that severe a problem?
I do not. I think that Trump, and I know this from people around him, that Trump is very affected by loss of life. He and the national security people who have been his aides and have left because of his recklessness say the one thing about him is that he does have a huge feeling about loss of life. But when confronted, as in this horrible episode, with huge loss of life, he retreats to recklessness, dereliction of duty, putting front and center questions about his reelection that should not be primary, instead of responding in such a way as those who give him the science tell him he needs to respond.